One.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mark Evans. DM coming to you here from Shaker Heights, Ohio. Hope you have an amazing day. Good morning, Shane. Good morning, David. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, John. Good morning, Andre. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning. It's pretty cool to see what's going on. Got a lot of you guys keep coming here. I appreciate that. Respect it. I know everyone's busy, so I do take this time very serious to make sure it's impactful to you. Good morning, John. So it's also cool to keep seeing you guys consistently show up. There's a group of people that constantly show up, which is awesome, and that's to be take note, i.e. I do take note. So again, thinking about you guys. If I sound a little off today, it's because my head literally is about to explode. I know for the haters, they wish that would happen. It's not happening anytime soon. But there's one thing that I always think about. The show must go on, headache or no headache. It's not from drinking either. I just woke up at 2 a.m. this morning just with a crazy headache. So if I sound a little goofy or loopy today, that's why. Anyways, what's up, Donnie? What's up, Mike? Thank you again, Mike. Mike actually was the first baby DMs. Here, check this out. Mike was the first order baby DMs ever had online, if you will. Let me pull it up. There we go. Check that out. $10. $10 order for cotton candy. Looking forward to cotton candy. It's going to be a big mess when he gets his door, but he sent some money for 2 bags of cotton candy. Mark shot him a quick little video, and it was awesome. So what's up, Dan? Thank you very much. Hopefully you got a chance to get – I know you did get a chance to get with Jonathan, get that rolling. Yesterday's show was big. You need more water. I got a lot – dude, I drank 1.5 gallons water yesterday, literally. I drink a lot of water. I've always drank 1 gallon of water, truthfully, guys. Like, I have many of these. This is a huge bottle. This is the little bottle. If you look at my trash can behind me, I have a lot of water. Water is not my problem. It's just sometimes it's I don't get headaches often, so it's kind of a bit different. But anyways, the old me would just lay in bed and relax, and I don't have to work. I got money coming in. It's whatever. It's easy. But the new me, the better version of me, would not lay in bed with a headache. All right, cool. So today's show, it's okay to lose money. It's the first step to creating wealth. I got a bunch of stories to share with this on that. What's up, Pep? I got a bunch of stories to share, but the truth is I've mentored thousands of people over the many years I've been doing business of 24 years. And what I've realized is so many people are so afraid to lose money. I've talked to you about my buddy Jeremy buying stock. He wouldn't buy stock. I'm like, dude, just go buy stock. Like, just get it in motion. If you're afraid, like, what are you afraid of? You lose money? Like, that shouldn't stop you from progressing. When my boy Tim was a solopreneur, and I'm like, dude, you got to hire an assistant. He's like, but it's $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year. I know. I'm like, I know. That's all you're investing to get massive amounts of your time back. Go invest the money. And really what they're worried about is this money. Isn't it amazing how money controls our actions? It's pretty wild, right? Have you ever thought, like I thought audit on money all the time, like all the time. I'm very conscious about money behavior, actions or lack of actions with money. And everyone's out here touting like, save your money. Okay, for what? Listen, they're saying go like saving. I've never met a multimillionaire or billionaire that has saved their money. They're constantly investing in themselves and in things. It's so powerful. What's up, Bron? It's so powerful to see how fast you can grow. The speed of execution once you understand what I'm sharing with you. Guys, I lose money every day, but I make a lot more than I lose. That's the plan anyways, right? So for some reason, when people lose money, they freeze up. They think it's them. They didn't learn anything. They don't understand. But the truth is, when you lose money, I'm talking about me in particular, and many guys I've coached and mentored to grow many $1 million of businesses, is that what did you learn when you lost? My losses, I learned so much more than my wins. My wins actually make me lazy. That's why I end up losing sometimes. My wins make me feel like I'm invincible. That's why it's a reality check when I lose money. My thoughts that I get in these deals, and I'm like, I can't lose. This is a no-brainer. Then I lose on the deal because I either drop the ball in operations, drop the ball in the acquisitions price or whatever. If it's a company or a real estate deal, whatever, it's all the same thing. But like, It's okay to lose money. Who's ever told you, by the way, seriously, think about this. Who's ever told you it's okay to lose money? It's okay. Money is just money. We make it so much bigger than it is, but it's just money. We all want more of it, right? I do. The way to get more of it is to be okay by losing it. I'm not saying be reckless either. But when I was that small town Ohio boy, where I grew up, I literally had no money, no credit, 18 years old. I borrowed from my own pre-job. I was getting jobs, in construction, you always get 50% up front. I was for materials, by the way. But I took that money and I went and invested in myself like $2,500 for a real estate investment course. I had no money. I had no credit. I just had drive and a dream. And again, I'm important enough to like invest $2,500 in myself. I saw the value in expediting education and learning the knowledge to get what I wanted. I wanted to do real estate. I don't have cash. I need to go out there and learn it from someone that's doing it. And I paid that company. What's up, Shane? On a construction job right now and from small town Ohio. Awesome. So I did this, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I put it all on the line. Most people I know that are ultra successful, that are going places, put it all on the line daily. I go broke daily. I'm trying to go broke. I was just talking to a buddy yesterday. He's going to have more money coming into him. Literally, he's in the DM family. He's going to have more money coming to him, literally, in the next 30 days, more money than he's ever had in his entire life. This is a 40-something-year-old individual. He's going to have more money in 1 month come into his account than he's ever had in his entire life. And the first thing I said, that's awesome. Go broke. He's like, huh? That's my goal. Go broke. And when I say go broke, if you understand the language or the context behind that, it means find profit, passive producing assets or active assets that are producing revenue, where if I put 100,000 in, I'm going to get $1,000 a month back or more or less, whatever the number is that you're shooting for. But that's my goal. I'm trying to get that money in play, get the money in play. Because if not, most of you sit there and like go on your Chase account or whatever bank account. Like, oh my God, I got $12,000. That's a lot of money. And you just sit and look at it. You sit and look at it. I talked about this in my book. I did the same thing. I used to look at my bank statements and think, if I hire someone, it takes from me because it's money coming out of my account. That's how I used to think. When I was hiring people, I've always had an assistant because I always understood the value of an assistant because I'm not a day-to-day paperwork guy. I'm terrible. Most entrepreneurs are absolutely horrible. What's up, Todd? What's up, buddy? Hope you get to hook up with Matt Garabedian. What's up, Christian and Ken? But when I'm investing in the money, like what I realize is every time I invest in people, like again, understand the language I'm talking. I'm not even doing it on purpose, but I'm investing, not losing. See, the thing is I've trained my brain to see it as investments. If I win or lose money, that is, I'm still winning because it's an investment. What did I learn? The truth is, on my walk today, I was talking with my buddy. He bought a stock at 6. It's now down to 350. Let's call it 3 for easy math. He's down 50%. He's like, man, I just feel like I haven't learned anything. I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? I was like, dude, you knew it was a kind of like a little bit a play on the opportunity. You generated 18% on the front end with the covered call. So now you know how to do a covered call. Now you know how to buy a stock. You learned 2 things right there because you've never done it before. Third thing is now we know what we should be looking for when you acquire the stock. What's going on with the news? Why am I getting such a high return on the money? Because 18% in 21 days is a lot of return for a covered call. So that means it's very speculative, right? It's very speculative. That's what that means. Usually a good covered call in a month is usually 8 to 12% depending, but now we're at 18. So the higher the return, typically I got to step back and say, oh, what's going on? So I learned that. And then I got to learn about the news. What's going on in the news? This is a drug company. They're coming out with a new drug. The drug didn't pop off like they thought. They already had a scheduled date. So I would have known that. And then not only that, there's heavy volume on the option. What does that tell you? That tells you there's a lot of speculation. So literally he learned like 30 different things that he didn't know he learned just by talking it out. And more importantly, he wasn't afraid to lose money. He was more excited to get in the game of the stock, if you will. And this happens at all levels. So for me, my thought process on losing money is very different than most people. I do lose money every day, literally. I have so many holes in so many places. And it's not reckless loss. It's like things didn't work out. I have different businesses that are, sucking wind on certain spots of the industry or the business or whatever. We hire people. They don't do the right thing. I just lost $7,000 that month with bad hiring, right? So what did I learn? What did we learn as a team? What did we learn as a unit? This never, ever, 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 ever will stop, FYI. But again, money is not my driver necessarily. My driver is to build the team, organization, generate revenue, i.e. money. But ultimately, you can't get big. It's kind of like the chicken before the egg. You can't get really big until you understand the concept. It's okay to lose money. No one tells you it's okay. No one says, Mark, go lose money. I remember when I had probably 12, 15 grand in the bank. That was a lot of money for me back when I was 18, 19 years old. You know what I mean? So when I was in the game and I had to hire this individual to acquire properties for me, I'm like, oh my God, I can't pay you that much. What are you talking about? And what I realized is that when I ponied up and I executed my fear of losing money, I gave the person a $2,000 a month salary, and then they got paid on commission, right? Because they're on sales, they're acquiring property. So when I say salary back then, that's called draw against commission. It's kind of a base. So when I pushed him in there, they started cranking and he started making money. The truth is, this is the God's honest truth, he actually started making more money than me as the owner. That's the truth. That's a whole nother mind fuck. This guy's making more money than me, and I'm the owner of the company for the last 3 years. How is this possible? And then I started asking my coaches and my mentors and started reading better books about understanding growth and understanding I'm building a company. He's helping me build my dream, my vision, my company, ultimately our company as it grows. But what happened is obviously salespeople come and go. The company remained the same. 24 years later, it's still in existence because I was hiring people. I put people in place. I got great, I got great SOPs to build up and such based off of them. But there was a point for many years, actually, this guy, multiple people made more money in me than in my own company because salespeople, once you understand salespeople never cost you money. They're just a value add. And then you're spending all this money on them, investing all this money, I should say, spending all this money on advertising, investing in ads, investing in marketing, investing in platforms, investing in systems, building a team around these individuals to help them grow. There is a process where these guys make more money. I have not now guys aren't making more money than me, but I do have sales guys that make 30, 40, 50 grand a month, per month. And I have multiple guys doing that. Many, actually multiple. So it's pretty cool to see, but none of that would be possible if it's not about you. It's not about, your best friend's company, how great they are, but you're not. It's about you. It's the way you think about money. It's what's holding you back from executing a decision. You're sitting here nickeling and diming your way to the top. I don't know how it works like that. I've never seen anybody nickel and dime themselves to happiness and to success. You're always scared. You're always overwhelmed. By the way, I'm not saying you can't have money doing that. I know millionaires that are scared. I know millionaires that are frustrated. I know millionaires that can't make a decision to save their lives because they're so afraid. Every move they make, they're afraid. They're stuttering every move. Dude, pull the trigger. Just because they have $1 million, they should actually have 100 million, 200 million, if they actually would understand what we're talking about here today. Money is a big deal. I know it's a big deal because we all need it, right? But it's not that big a deal, if that even makes sense. You have to use money for what it is. Why are you trying to save every penny? I did this. It's stupid. My assistant, Katie, back then, I remember her going and getting Post-its thing. I've talked about this, but she's bought a bundle pack for $350 and I went ballistic on her. I'm like, you could have went down to blah, 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 blah depot and got it for, it's 12 cents cheaper. I used to freak out about this shit. I was stressed out. I was overwhelmed and frustrated about nothing. 12 cents. We see people do this with gasoline. There's apps to save gasoline prices like a penny, 2 pennies. I don't even know how much gas costs. I truly don't. I know it's $2 or $3. I don't know how much it costs. It doesn't matter. Does it? You're still going to buy gas. If it's $2 or $10, you're buying gas, period. So why even put any thought? Why put any stress into it? Let's be honest. At the end of the day, maybe the guy across the street's at 25 cents less or 2 cents. What does that, is that changing your life? If that's changing your life, your problem is not saving. Your problem is earning money, period. You can't save your way to a different path in that space. Exactly, Jim. Break through the financial PTSD barriers, 100%. We all have them. Our mom and dad laid the groundwork for our financial thought processes. Our grandparents laid their, you guys understand, we're in a different world. We're in different times. We could push a button on this phone and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars in a day, a month, a week, a year with a phone. We don't need anything else. We don't have to go to the coal mines like grandma and grandpa did. We don't have to go to the construction job sites like my dad had to do for so many years to take care of the family. I can work from anywhere on this fucking phone and make millions of dollars, period. Yes, you can too. If I can, I'm the poster child for dummies. Look at this. I mean, I got the face for it. I mean, if you want to see stupid, just look at me. I'm not that smart. But I thought on it all the time. Just like this watch, right? I've talked about this watch. If you guys know anything about watches, this is a $120,000 watch. Rose gold, AP skeleton. I bought it June of last year. I was scared. I have plenty of hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was scared because I'm thinking in my mind, am I being reckless? Am I being silly? Am I being goofy? But what about my family? What about my employees? What about my team? What about this? What about that? And I started playing this game. Like, dude, if I take first of all, if you're buying a $120,000 watch, you should not be financing it. You should not be worrying about if it takes food off your table. But it's this old mentality of my thoughts went into it because it's the biggest, the most expensive watch I've ever bought. Prior to that, it was 40-something thousand. So it's like I took a big leap because I'm like, dude, I'm worth it. I can invest in myself. I'm trying to break, by the way, I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to impress anybody else except myself. I'm trying to break my own barriers. I'm trying to by the way, this is a $120K watch. I know a guy has a $3 million watch. So it's all relative. And it's not like he's better than me or I'm better than him or any of that. It's just, it means something. It's a level on a level. It's my trophy to myself. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm losing money. I'm taking money out of my account, so I'm going to lose that money. It's gone forever. The truth is I could sell this watch for 6 figures today. So I'm not losing it. I'm just parking it into my watch. This is my trophy for myself. I could pass it down to my child. I could sell it. I could keep it and just look at it. I could put it on my arm when I die and put it in the casket and no one would have a clue what it's worth, right? Who knows? Who cares? But this is how my brain was thinking. What I'm trying to constantly do, and I'm asking you guys to play with this and work this, is change your financial thought patterns, change your financial, you got to rewire your financial. If you're trying to grow a company, you have to change your mind. My buddy Tim, some of you guys may know him, Tim Bratz, he's crushing it in the commercial real estate investment space. He's got thousands of units, very young, like mid-30s, like just cranking it up. And I'll be hanging out with him actually, 17th or 18th, it's his birthday. But he came to me when he was a solopreneur. He was sitting there and he's making 100+K, 100-ish a year. And he talks about this, by the way, in Magician vs. Mule book I wrote. He talks about on the forward about how he's generating about 100,000 a year. And my mastermind's 35. And I'm like, dude, you got to join this so we can help you. And he's like, but I want to retire my wife one day, right? Don't we all want to do? We all want to retire someone. My mom, my dad, my grandparents, my wife, whoever, right? That's kind of a driving force that I've seen pretty common with entrepreneurs that are driving hard. And I'm like, dude, like that's why you need to invest in yourself more. Because in his mind, he thought 35 grand is 35 less that he would have. Instead, I'm like, I see it differently. There's two things to the story. One, he's like, Mark, I don't have $36,000 to pay an assistant, because that's what I told him. The first thing he needs to do is hire an assistant. Everyone around the table in the mastermind said, you have to get this stuff off your plate, dude. And he's like, but I don't have 36 grand just sitting in an account. That's what our brain goes to, is $3 grand a month times 12 months is $36,000. Well, Well, the truth is you don't need $36,000 in the bank to hire someone for $36,000, especially in the beginning. It's never going to happen. You got to hustle your face off for a while. You got to generate a little bit of cash. You got to start learning about understanding how to lose money. It's okay to lose money because it's a trick to your brain. If I give this individual $3,000 a month, am I losing money or am I earning money? It depends on how you see it. Do you think realistically, and this is how we sold it to Tim, if you paid someone $3,000 per month, and you gained 160 hours extra a month, 40 hours a week, times 4 weeks, 160 hours a week, you as the entrepreneur business owner, is there any way possible that you could not generate an extra $3,000 a month with 160 hours? By the way, if you can't, you're not an entrepreneur. By the way, if you can't, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, to generate $3,000 in 160 hours is, I don't even know what you would do all day if you can't do that. You could do that in a day, or a minute, depending on what you got going on. But like, that's the thing I'm thinking of. That's how my brain thinks. That's how I've rewired my brain to think like that, by the way. It took me many, many years. What I'm sharing with you took me many years to discover that it was all here. I had to rewire. I used to read that book, The Millionaire Next Door. It's so dumb. Looking back, it was cool. I thought it was like, oh man, that's cool. I want to be the millionaire next door. I don't want to be the fucking millionaire next door. I want to be the guy that has the biggest house with the coolest cars, with the biggest bank. Why can't we have it all? See, the thing is with the millionaire next door, and again, I'm not knocking it if that's what you like, by the way. This is what I like, right? So it's what drives me. Yes, it sounds materialistic, but to me, it's an estate. I'm building a family estate where the family comes to, coming for cookouts, and we turn it into a farm, and we try have the kids playing out back. Like that's where my mind goes, not just like, oh, he has a big house. Dude, I want it all. Why can't we have it all? And these are the things I'm constantly thinking about. But when I started understanding the power of the millionaire next door, or the lack of power, it allows you as a reader to be okay with your shitty situation. It makes you feel like you're on the path of greatness. Who the fuck wants to save for 40 years to take a family dream vacation? Who the hell wants to shut every door? Who wants to live in a house where I can sleep comfortably at 76 degrees because I'll save $12 a year instead of it being at 70 degrees? Like, it's so retarded to me in my brain. It just doesn't correlate, doesn't make sense knowing what I know now. But what I realize is that book is written for the everyday person to make their shitty situation feel normal. It's not normal if you're trying to be ultra successful. It actually is the opposite. It's abnormal. It's not cool. I'd rather be piss poor broke pursuing my dreams and passions than to be the millionaire next door, holding on to every penny, driving 23 miles to save 2 cents a gas a gallon, going to the shitty supermarket to save 25 cents on my groceries, to be cutting and clipping coupons, to be, have 3,000 business bank cards or checking account cards because I can get points here, there, and I can add. Like, I'm not knocking it if that's what you're into. I'm not into it. Why do you think things like 600-pound life works? Why do you think the Kardashians work? Because when you watch this shit, you're like, dude, my life is not that bad. They got a shitty life. That guy's huge or that gal's huge. I'm not that fat. I'm only 400 pounds. I'm serious. This is what we do to ourselves. This is what happens with our mental programming. Why else would you watch that shit? Why else? It makes you feel better about your shitty situation. Period. Back to the money thing. You're doing it with money all the time. You're justifying your shitty car because I only need it to get to point A to point B, Mark. You don't understand. There's no difference. Oh, there's a big difference. But I'm not here to tell you about it. You got to figure it out on your own. You got to live it. It's okay to lose money. When I buy my Rolls, I lose money every single time. But man, how much has that Rolls made me? Do you understand the conversations that's come from the Rolls Royce that I've been driving since I was 30 years old? By the way, it took me 12 years to get my first Rolls. So don't get it twisted like I overnight just bought a Rolls Royce, day one out of mommy and daddy's bank account. Don't get it twisted. Knowing what I know now, I could have done a lot quicker. Because the truth is, the first 12 years is all mind. I had to undo so much negative programming about money and wealth and success. And don't be materialistic. Everyone told me material. Dude, I like nice stuff. And you're telling me not to be material. The people that say don't be materialistic don't have shit. It's because they gave up on their dreams. They don't want any. They've given up. They've settled. I'm not settling ever. This is a true story. My house here in Shaker, I have nothing else to do to this house. Nothing. From the ground up, since we bought it 5 years ago, I've redone the house from ground up every single centimeter of this house. Indoors and outdoors, golf course, grass. Like the yard looks, it's the best yard in the world. We spend thousands of dollars a month just for the grass. Literally. The house is like, there's nothing to touch. Every inch of this house is done. So I start thinking, what do we need to do next? Where do we need to go bigger? How do we get another property to do more? Like progression. It's not like I'm not thankful or grateful. I'm very grateful I'm here. I'm very thankful. But my brain, it's like if I go buy a house and I improve it, it's for me. I'm not trying to make money on it for my personal residence. I'm trying to build what I want. See, too many people are afraid of losing money. They don't live their dreams out. Go buy the boat. If you want a boat and you have the money to do it, go buy it. Who cares? But the best time to sell, the best 2 days of a boat owner is the day you buy it and the day you sell it. Well, okay. But many people I know just love the water. My COO, one of my COOs, he loves the water. He literally could live on the water on his 27-foot boat. Like he loves the water. Don't judge it. Don't talk shit to people about what they should do or shouldn't do with their money, because that says more about you than them. Pay attention when you talk shit or say something about money. That's you. When you say that out loud, that's you. Dude, you're losing money on that. Am I? Says who? How? Where? For what? And maybe, yes, I am losing money, but I get to enjoy it. That's okay. That's a value. That's a value to me. When I go on a yacht trip and spend 150 grand for a week, like you could look at that as a loss. Like, holy shit, someone spends 150 grand times more. Why? Because I like it. That's the simple answer. And that's the only answer I really need to give. But the truth is it expands me. It makes me grow. It makes me see what opportunities are available, the possibilities with our mind. Because when you're out there floating in that 150K a week boat, then there's a bigger boat. And then he's like, oh, yeah, he owns Home Depot. Oh, yeah, he owns this hedge fund. Oh, yeah, that guy owns this company. Oh, yeah, that's Hendricks Automotive. Oh, that's this guy. Like, and then you're like, whoa, what? Oh, yeah, that's 1.2 million a week to rent. Oh, yeah, that one's 700 grand a week to rent. So you think you're big dogging it up. And by the way, you might be at that moment. But now you like understand that there's a level in the level. There's no right or wrong. In some, like, am I losing money? I've made more money on that. Actually, I wrote I wrote a lot of my book, 10-Minute Business Owner, on the boat. I use it for business. I bring people on to expand their mind. I bring high-level guys and gals, and we talk about real-life, big structured growth businesses. And every single person that comes on that boat with me wants to do it again next year or next time. Why? And it costs a lot of money in dollar terms if you look at it. But the reason is because it expands them. They take this expansion and then they can go out and implement. It's powerful. Tim Bratz has been on there multiple times and will be on there multiple times again. Actually, we're working on something really cool. If you guys are into yachts and you want to go out on a yacht with us one day, probably in December-ish if everything's cool, it's going to be about $20,000 to $25,000 a person. We're going to do something that no one's ever done. And if you want to get on the list, I'll update you. It's going to be 20 or 25 grand a person. I'll update you about it. It's going to be epic. It's going to be life-changing. It literally be written about all over the internet and the newspaper. I mean, it's going to be insane what we're up to. So if we can pull it off, which if we can't, I don't know who could, we're going to pull something off. It's going to be spectacular. More importantly, mind-blowing for every participant there. It's going to change the game. It's going to be pretty cool. So if that's something that interests you, shoot me a message, private message, and just say yacht trip and include your email, and I'll make sure we get you on the list and keep you posted as we progress on that. But for me, yeah, you're right, Nick. The Rolls is a mobile billboard. See, I always dreamed about that stuff. I love cars. I love nice houses. I just love nice stuff. And as I drive the Rolls, and I've been put in multiple books because of the Rolls. Some lady was a famous author. She saw the Rolls at a Starbucks. I've talked about that before. And she's like, who owns the Rolls? Oh, Mark does. Cool. Can I talk to him now? She come in and we started talking, whatever. So one of the books was, do you think God wants you to be rich? And the simple answer I asked her, I was like, do you think God wants you to be poor? So, again, it's a real simple question, right? Not a simple answer, but a real simple question. And I believe in abundance. I don't just talk about it. I live it. I'm pushing the boundaries daily. I'm trying to figure out how to expand more. Could you imagine being Jeff Bezos right now? Do you understand this guy's salaries he pays daily? It's got to be billions of dollars a day. He has like almost 1 million employees. His salaries have got to be it's probably billions of dollars a day. And that doesn't happen overnight. He's been grinding for 20 something years. But think about the mind expansion he had to do to get there. And I see so many people trying to get there overnight. It doesn't happen, by the way. You got to make $1 before you make 10 to 100, whatever. But this money thing that's holding you back is you're so afraid to lose. When you invest in yourself in a mastermind and spend 20, 30, 40, 50 grand, whatever it is, you think you lost that money out of your account because your account went from 100,000 to 80,000. You just lost 20 grand. You're like, oh my God. But what you didn't do is look at what the opportunity cost and opportunity value is in that money. It's a great investment. You are a great investment. Hey, Dan, what's up, buddy? Living my life in abundance has changed everything for me. Great content as always. Thank you, buddy. And Dan, I just saw actually this morning, congratulations, buddy, on the being a grandparent. That's awesome, buddy. Congrats. So for you guys and gals, losing money is, you got to train your brain. What are you losing? I've never lost money. I've learned a lot. I've transferred money. By the way, think about this term. I lost money in the stock market. I lost money on the deal. You understand you did not lose it. It's not like it just got lost. You transferred the money to someone else. It's in someone else's possession. I knew exactly where it went. I didn't lose it. I transferred it, and my goal is to get it back. My goal is to get more of it. My goal is to get some money from someone else by providing a great service, great product, great whatever. See, think about how the world's programmed us to talk about money. I've lost it? You guys understand. Here's what the world shaped you to do. Go work hard for money. Put that money in a checking account, savings account, 401k account, or 201k, depending. And put them on all these accounts where the real money guys that understand money control it. And then you become a victim in the process, meaning that when the stock goes from $10 to $100, you feel really good. But the problem is you're only 36 years old. And when you go to retire at 65, now the stock's only worth $2. Now you feel like shit. But it's not your fault. It's the stock market fault. So I got to go work at Walmart today. And you repeat the process. You realize that's the goal of the economy. That's what they've trained you to do. That's the objective. That's the agenda, period. When you park, my money in the savings account makes me 0.000001%. Okay, inflation's whatever. Let's call it 3% for simple. So you're losing 2.9%, 2.99999% a year. Just on your money sitting in the wrong environment. If your money's not making you at least 6 or 7% on your money, at least, you need to find another place to park the money because there's a lot of safer places to park your money. Amazingly, at 6 or 7% for sure. Like, for example, real estate, because I do a lot of that. If you had a $100,000 house and you could give someone 50 grand and get 6% on your money, there's not much risk in that deal, right? The house is worth 100. You're only giving 50 cents on the dollar. If they default, which you're probably praying at night they do, because you're going to get 50, you're going to turn your 50 grand into 100. That's a 100% return on your money. If they default, you take it back, sell it, discount it, whatever you need to do, get your revenue money back. It's not passive. It's a little bit active, but listen, you got to make money. Your money's got to make you money. Period. You have to make money. Your money has to make you money. Take it easy, Jim. Later, buddy. What's up, Tony? We need more. We need more people pushing this limit. Invest in yourself. You're not losing. When Tim hired this assistant, the truth is Tim was able to retire his wife way sooner. When Tim hired his assistant, it starts becoming fun. You start looking back and saying, wow, why didn't I do that sooner? It's because we have to deprogram. We have to get knowledgeable about what we're talking about. We have to understand that you've never lost money. You've never lost money ever. You're always learning. I'm either winning, I'm either earning or learning, period. Earning more on my money or learning what I can do better, stronger. It's responsibility. That's what I'm talking about. We're taking responsibility for our financial future, period. If you wake up 20 years from now and you have less money, that's your fault. No one else's. I don't care if you gave it to a broker. I don't care if you invested in your buddy's next best business that fails. Every decision is your fault. It's 100% accountability, responsibility to you. And not only that, no one, facts. What's up, Tiffany? Facts. First hire was an assistant. Everyone should have one. Outsource everything. Absolutely. But you got to start somewhere. Start with the assistant. It works. You're buying a lot of time back. If you can't, the reason I always say the assistant first, guys and gals, is because the assistant is the simplest person to hire. Why? Because they're literally taking stuff off of your plate that you're doing every single day. If you can't hand off stuff that you're doing every single day, you can't share vision. You can't share problems. Like it's so easy. It's so amazing. I was actually with my assistant, Kim, yesterday for 2 hours. We're working on some cool things in the DM world. And she came over to the house and she's awesome. She's amazing. I met her on Facebook I ran an ad actually on Facebook, said, hey, I need an assistant. Here's what I want. My buddy Dave said, hey, you should know Kim. And birds together flock together. Dave's an amazing guy. He knows Kim. Kim's an amazing person. I believe Kim will be with me for the rest of our lives, period. I truly believe that. And I hope so, because she's an awesome person. So, but she could not. And then if she doesn't, it's not like, oh, Mark lost money. It's like, wow, we earned a lot together. It was an awesome time. It's just, a time thing. What did we learn? Better at it. So anyways, I digress. We need to lose money. That's today's show. We need to lose it. And that's why I kind of wanted to lead with that headline, is because that's how we think about money. We're either losing or winning. Most of you think about making money by by working hard. My money does not, I don't work hard for money, actually. I work hard, period. Money is just an outcome of the activity. And the truth is, it's not about hard work. It's about specialized knowledge work. If you came, I've heard an analogy before about the guy that comes to your house. Picture this. Your hot water tank's not working. And you're like, I need to take everyone in the house. There's 5 people in the house. They all need to take showers, but there's no hot water, even though you could take a cold shower. But there's no hot water. So what do? You call the hot water guy or gal. They come to your house and they say, it's $500. I don't care. Just get me hot water. They go in there and they do. Oh, try it now. Hot water's working. Great. $500. But you were only here for 2 minutes. Well, you're not paying for that 2 minutes of time. You're paying for his 20 years of experience of knowing how to solve the problem. Just like when people come to me, Mark, I want to grow a multi-million-dollar business. I know how to do it. I've done it multiple times, and I'll continue to do it bigger, stronger, better, quicker, more streamlined, etc. I'm still learning. I don't know anything. I'm still learning it. But people will pay for massive results. I do. Why wouldn't you? See, I use money. Successful people use money to expedite results. If you want something, you can pay money for it. I want to get in front of the line. You pay more money. I use money as a tool. Hey, I want to take a faster trip. Here's more money. Take a private jet. Hey, I want to go to a nice resort and feel, like a nicer resort. I don't want to stay at the Hojo. I want to stay at the nice place on the ocean. Boom. Pay a little money. Have a better experience. Depending on what you value or don't, I value experiences. I most importantly value this one thing, this commodity that you and I don't have. It's not a renewable commodity. It's called time. Time is our commodity. It's non-renewable energy. It will never, when my time's gone at this moment, I can never get it back. And so many of you are out there using your time like it's going to last forever. It's not. We know it. I oftentimes think about that call I'm going to get when my mom and dad pass, or my wife, or me, or my kids. So you never know. Time is what I'm buying more of. See, I could be sitting out back, smoking a cigar, reading a book right now, but my time is most valuable to me with you right now because I care. I do believe the shit I'm shared with you over the last 60, 70, I don't even know how many. B can find out the day we started this, please, whenever. Not today, but whenever. Because I want to start letting you guys know I'm showing up because I care about you and where you're going. I might not know you as individually, but I know you as a collective. Because if you're still here and you're still showing up consistently, I know where your mind's at. I know where your brain's at. I know, more importantly, where your heart's at. You want more. It's not because you just want more to have more. You want more time. You want more family. You want more family time. You want more money. You want to help make a bigger impact in your church, your family, your whatever it is. I don't care. I just know you want more of it. And that's the way we have to, I have to like tell real stuff. Like it's okay to lose money. I want you to really think about who tells you it's okay to lose money. It's okay to lose money. It's like showing up to a football game saying, you can't lose. You'll never lose. You're a winner. All you do is win. Great, but you're going to have losses in that process. That's how it works. And then growing a business, you're going to lose money, i.e. learn. And every time you lose money, be very thankful that you have another day to get the money back. And that's very powerful because now you switch from the loss to gratitude to learning, game over. No one can compete against you. I don't care if my neighbor's pointing at me saying, ha, 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 I saw you on the newspaper. You just lost all that money on that deal. You're so stupid. Ha, ha, ha. And I look at them as I roll down my window, my Rolls Royce, and say, keep driving your shitty Kia. Keep talking shit. Because you know what? I'm going to buy your house. I'm going to tear that bitch down. By the way, that's what motivates me. Anyways, kind of serious, not joking, but kind of serious. But that's how my brain thinks. I just do it just out of spite. I'll buy a big house and just tear it down just because, right? It's not bad. It's what drives me. And I'm not trying to tear people's houses down, by the way, but like, that's how my brain goes. Do you understand? I would not be here today if people didn't tell me I couldn't do certain things. My wife and I, this is one of our biggest fights. When my wife tells me not to do something, guess what I do? It's not always, it doesn't serve me well all the time, by the way. But the thing is I've so much of my life, I've been told what I can't do. So much of my life, I use it as fuel. Some of you use it as, oh, well, maybe they're right. Dude, if someone tells me I can't do it, I have to do it 3 times over. I have to do it to prove to them, prove to me, and then prove to them again. I have to, because that's what we have to do. Like, that's what successful people do. That's what entrepreneurs do. How many people have told you you can't do this? How many people have told you, Mark, there's no way that can work. If it can, why isn't everyone doing it? Huh? You're telling me I can't, in the real estate space specifically, or in business in period, like, you're telling me I can't buy a house and make money? How the hell do all these houses exist then? Someone's making money. Why can't it be me? I don't care if it's in the boating business. I don't care if it's in the jet business. I don't care if it's in selling the mug business. I don't care what it is. If someone's doing it, you can do it. My partner and I have been putting pencil to paper this week, creating a new job outsourced to gain back 30 hours a week for him. With this time gained, we anticipate gaining roughly $250K in revenue in our first year with this new position of about $50,000 salary. Listening to this is perfect. I had him come to the office right now to listen. That's awesome, Steve. Thank you. Dude, I'm the exact same way when someone tells me I can't do something. Hey, Mark, I made my first offer to hire someone yesterday. I'm scared as hell. Good. It's meant to be scary because it's new. It won't be scary for long. It will be exciting. By the way, Steven or anybody, Matt, feel free to post your link. My buddy Matt Larson, amazing outsourcer guy, business guy, individual, period, just a great guy all around. you should get his outsourcing program, his VA program. I don't even know what it's called, but the virtual assistant. He outsources all kinds of stuff. And this guy's running massive operations and multiple niches. You should learn from him. And it's very affordable, and it's a no-brainer. Like, everyone should get it, even here. So, Matt, feel free to post it here. Make sure to include my affiliate link so I make some money with you. I'm just joking. But in all seriousness, well, if you want to put that in there, I'm totally cool to take free money. But for all of us, it's okay to lose money, because the loss, like, at the end of the day, you could play this game where you can go to Applebee's to get a steak, or you can go to the most expensive steakhouse and get a steak, or you can go in the middle of the road to get a steak, or you can keep your ass at home, go to the grocery store, and make it yourself. Why can't you do anything you want? It's non-judgmental. But the problem is where the problem really lies is where you're sitting at Applebee's thinking you're killing the game of life because you read the book Millionaire Next Door and you're saving money. I'd rather pay more money to have a different experience. By the way, if you've never been to a nice steakhouse and you've been to Applebee's, there's a massive difference all around. I've never seen valet in front of Applebee's. The steak quality is going to be drastically different. I mean, how could they sell you a $10 steak that costs $100 at a steakhouse, a normal steakhouse? But, like, what do you put value on? And I'm judging that for myself. You know what I mean? I'm judging it for myself. This goes for house cleaning. Actually, Marilyn's our cleaner here in Ohio. She comes every Friday. She's an amazing person. She just recently, last year, got cancer. I think I talked to you guys about that. If you follow me on my podcast show, I've talked about it for sure. Excuse me. My nose is itching. Someone's talking about me. But my wife's out golfing with her mother that's in her 70s. Amazing person. I don't even know how much we pay Marilyn, but say a couple $100 a week, $300. I don't even know. Whatever it is, it's worth it. I could say, well, I could clean it myself and save $200. Or I could have my wife clean it and save $200. Or I could have the nanny clean it and save $200. But we have a nanny here taking care of the kids. She's amazing. She's making sure they're safe, making sure they're fed, making sure they're learning because we're teaching them every day, schoolwork, whatever. And then we have the cleaner cleaning. I'm up here working while everyone gets to do all that. And I'm fine with it. By the way, I love it. It's what makes me feel great. It makes me feel like the provider. More importantly, for my wife to spend this time with her mom, because there'll be that one day when that mom's not there. Are we losing money? Are we? Are we gaining? Or do we understand the value of money more than the individual thinks we're losing? If you've ever lost someone you care about, this is a real thing. You wish you would have spent more time with them. You can't do anything about that now, but you can do something about it moving forward. Anchor to the people you care about. Love. Understand the value in money. Understand what money is. It's a tool. If I didn't make money, I couldn't pay Marilyn. If I didn't make money, we couldn't pay the nanny. My wife wouldn't be able to go hang out and golf and pay for golf and spend time with her mom and connect with her mom and have these memories forever. All because of a couple dollars? Seriously? Are we losing or are we winning? I think we're winning at a massive level on this side of the fence. And there's no reason you can't do the same. It's abundance at its finest level. I will do it for the rest of my life. I'll continue to push the levers to the next level. I'll prod. I'll wake up the sleeping dog, the sleepy bear, whatever you call it, to keep pushing and forging ahead. I'm going to keep working on this brain. I'm going to keep showing up and learning from better people than me, understanding financial. I have Jim, I have Parham, I have multiple people in my financial corner helping me get smarter, tighter, understand it deeper. Like, the more I know about money, the more I realize it's a tool. That's it, no more, no less. We carry so much emotional baggage with money. We all do. Until you get it under wraps, until you understand how it works, it's going to be tough. You got to start playing the game. Invest $2,500 in yourself. Go to an event. When I do an event, Go spend $5,000 to my event or someone else's event. If it can serve, I don't care if it's me or someone, just invest $5,000. Get out of your comfort zone. Make the investment. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about yourself. You're worth $5,000, aren't you? It's a very powerful tool. And if you use it wisely, it'll serve you well. I don't want to be a slave to money. I want money to be a slave to me. My money's making me money. I have enough money where my money makes me enough I could easily live for a long time. And that's not to say be cocky or arrogant. It's the truth. And that's it. No more, no less. How you interpretate that is up to you. And what I've realized is people interpretate money differently, right? We all do. I get it. Hey, what's up, Ron? This talk is the abundance gospel, man. I'm fired up this morning. Awesome, Ron. Thinking about you, but I hope all's well, man. But we have to capitalize in this moment. Don't let this conversation go to the wayside as if it's no big deal. I believe it's the first step to the next step. Once you understand the power in placing the money and using it as a tool, it really will change your life. Hey, Justin says, I love this powerful stuff. One of the best things I did in a mastermind was to have to write my own obituary to read, to really dig into the mindset and understand the importance. Thanks for the constantly sharing. Awesome. Dylan, yes, ready for the event. Cool. Guys, if you want to get on the event list, just shoot me an email. I don't have a date yet. It's going to be in August. This is the goal. It's going to be a small group of people, probably be $5,000, because we're going to go deep. We're going to teach people and help you. What's up, Mike? So again, I'm not here to sell you anything. If you come, great. If not, that's fine too. I'll keep showing up here. I do know the people that show up will get different results than the people that don't. But again, everything's timing, so I understand. But use money as a tool. Go lose some money today. Use it, lose it, earn it, and gain more, just gain traction. The biggest thing you're trying to do is get in the brain and understand the power. This goes to marketing, guys. So many of you are afraid to market because you're afraid to lose money in marketing. Go lose money in marketing because you're learning. Just flip the narrative in your brain. This is all about learning, constant learning. You're using money as the problem to hold you back. I'm using money for a solution to gain more. That's it. Tiffany, Mark convinced me to stop being cheap and buy my lake house. Best decision ever. That house will make me lots of money from creativity it brings out of me. Absolutely. Tiffany, that's awesome. It's funny. We'll have to get on the thing here one day, Tiffany, and tell the story. Offering on 600 units in Cuyahoga today. I will be on the yacht 100%. I know you will, Matt. Matt will be bringing 20 people himself probably. So, Tiffany came, she was talking about this. I'm just go buy it already. Let's go. This was 3 or 4 weeks ago. And she went and did it, her and her husband, Josh, amazing people in Columbus. So anyways, go use the money as a tool. For example, when Tiffany buys this house, what happens, there's something that triggers in our brain. Again, we've all been raised differently, but there's something that triggers in your brain that got to earn more. How can I get it back? How can I turn this, what is perceived to be a liability, into an asset? And Tiffany's way smart enough to know how to do that. She could host masterminds at her house. In 1 year, she just hosted masterminds at the lake house as a destination mastermind. It would pay for the house in itself in 1 year, 100% free and clear now. Just 1 year, not counting everything else she gets, all the other rollover benefits like confidence, courage. Because I promise you, they're going to look back 10 years from now saying, why didn't I buy a bigger one? Oh, wait, I'm sitting in a bigger one now. And probably maybe 2 more bigger ones, right? You start here, then you go there, and then you go there. It's a game. It's all it is. It's a game of your mind. Play it properly and enjoy the benefits of it. But as I sit up here and I know that my wife's out golfing, hanging out with her mom, I feel very grateful. Marilyn's cleaning the house, making the house smell good, look good. With 2 kids, you understand what I mean? I feel grateful. With the nanny, outside taking care of the kids or wherever they're at, knowing that they're safe, being taken care of, learning, knowledging up on our agenda, right beside our side. I can see them, I can touch them, I can talk to them, I can encourage them. I feel very blessed on that. None of this happens without understanding money. All these things cost money, by the way. But is it an investment, or is it a cost, or is it a loss? I think it's an amazing investment for a lot of cool things to happen. And I think about these memories. I don't know what I would do if I had to go to a job 9 to 5 for someone I didn't like, and miss out on all these amazing experiences. Because as soon as I'm done today on this show, I'm going to have one more call with my buddy Matt, talk to him about a couple things as I'm outside smoking a cigar, reading a good book, watching the kids play in the backyard, as Drea is coming up to me, trying to get on my lap probably, not being super focused. But what does it matter? These are memories. She's 1 year old. She's not going to be one ever again. Mark's not going to be 4.5 ever again. One of my best things that happened yesterday, if you follow me on Instagram, guys, by the way, you should, on Instagram at Mark Evans DM, and make sure to get a copy of Magician vs. Mule. If you don't like it, I'll send you your money back. You don't have to send it to Amazon back. Just text me and I'll send you your money back. It's $15. I'll send it back to you myself, but magicianvsmule.com. But Mark and I went down. He's like, Dad, can I go work out with you today? Because I work out twice a day. Or go. Actually, yesterday I took 2 walks, 2 1-hour walks. We went to the track and we were like running around the track, and he saw this guy, 20-something-year-old guy with 6 little kids and their parents out there, and they're doing like sit-ups and push-ups and like little sprints on the track. They're probably like anywhere from 10 to 14 years old girls. And he's like, Dad, I want to hire a coach to help me get better. This is my 4.5-year-old son. And I sit there and it's amazing to me. And then I'm like, yep, time, definitely, let's have that talk. And then we took off on a walk around there. And I'm like, buddy, everything in life, never stop hiring people to help you become better, ever. It will help you. It will drive you. It will give you direction. Don't think you know all the answers. The only answer you need to know is that you don't know the answers. That's the only answer you need to know in life. Hire people that are better than you in the place you're trying to get better. That's it. Never stop investing ever in yourself. It doesn't stop at high school. It doesn't stop in college if he decides to go to college, which I don't think he ever will. But if he does, awesome. But that's just a start. Why would you stop paying or stop investing in yourself for knowledge to become a better person? I don't know about you, but it will never stop on this end. It's never a loss. It's only a gain. And I'm gaining my brain, and I hope you do the same thing. Hope you have an amazing day. Keep up the amazing work. It takes work, effort, dig deep. It's not always easy conversations with yourself, mostly. So just dig down. I'll pay $5K for the seminar. What do I have to do to sign up? Shane, what's up, man? Just shoot me a message, private message me, and shoot me your name, email, and phone number, and I'll make sure my assistant gets you on the list, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you, though. Thank you. Congratulations, by the way. I'll keep you posted, guys. But again, I'm thinking about you guys. I'm rooting for you. If you guys have a subject you want me to talk about, or you're struggling with something you want me to talk about, I don't need to say your name, but it helped me help you. Leave me a private message. Let me know how I can best assist you. I'm here for you. Check out the podcast show at The Making of a DM, and we got something cool coming out next week, so be ready. Appreciate you guys being here. Have an amazing day. Now go lose some money. Make today count. Peace.